Good morning, Allen Nation. I'm Ty Hubbard.
And I'm Savannah Johnson, and we're here with your morning announcements.
Student Success Time is Monday through Thursday, 2:15 to 4:15. Students must fill out an online link to participate. If students need transportation, it may take a day or two from the date the form is filled out. Tutoring will take place in the cafeteria. It's all free, so get that little extra help you need.
Calling all juniors that want to help. Mrs. Elkins is looking for volunteers to help with planning our prom for this year. So if you want to be a part of prom planning and help make this the best prom, come on out and give Miss Elkins a call.
To all students here at OHS, Naviance is the post-secondary website/tracker the county uses. All students here have an account and can sign in through their class link.
Here are some features all students can use. There are career finders and interest surveys that can be completed. Once done, it will tell them what jobs and careers they may be good at. They can then research those jobs from there and find out the salary, training required in colleges that have that degree. They can search colleges and look at admission requirements, graduation rates, costs, and etc. On the bottom left, there's a section with links to websites that provide scholarship searches. There are scholarships for as early as freshman year in high school. Never pay for a scholarship. This should be free money.
Now on to what's happening in guidance. Ms. Dill has information for all our seniors.
Can you first start off by telling us what is the FAFSA?
Yes, the FAFSA is your free application for federal student aid.
All right, and why is it important for students?
It's important to complete the FAFSA because this is where your Tennessee Promise dollars come from, as well as students that earn the Hope Scholarship. The money will come from the FAFSA as well. Pell Grant and other scholarships come from there also.
Okay, and where can students go to get help with FAFSA?
They can go to the website, fafsa.gov, and fill out the application. There's also a help section there, or they can come by our office and we'll be happy to help them.
Okay, and last question is, when is the FAFSA deadline?
The deadline to remain Tennessee Promise eligible for your FAFSA is March 1st, 2023.
Why do we eat turkey for Thanksgiving? The true answer to why we eat turkey, among other popular Thanksgiving foods like pumpkin pie and cranberry sauce, was largely due to the migration from New England. Turkey became the national dish that we eat on Thanksgiving through decades and century-long processes of the regional foods of New England, consumed during traditional harvest festivals. Making their way through the United States as Americans living on the East Coast and in the U.S. South moved western over time. In other words, the turkey was the most available bird to eat when the Europeans came to America.
What's your favorite food for Thanksgiving?
Ham.
What are you most thankful for this year?
I'm thankful for my family.
Thank you. Favorite food for Thanksgiving?
Probably turkey and green bean casserole.
What are you thankful for this year?
Just family and friends and just overall just grateful for life.
Okay, thank you. What's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
My favorite Thanksgiving food is going to be cranberry sauce. Bussin'. Respect.
What are you thankful for this year?
This year, I am thankful for my health. I'm thankful that I'm healthy. I'm thankful that I've been protected through all this COVID and through all this sickness and just everything that's going on right now.
Okay, thank you. What's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Yams.
What are you thankful for this year?
My hair.
What's your favorite food for Thanksgiving?
Stuffing.
What are you thankful for this year?
Friends and family.
Ooltewah is hosting another FAFSA help session at OHS Wednesday, November 30th. Register on Naviance.
Have you been locked out of class yet and now you're wondering why? Governor Lee's executive order to keep doors locked at the school building. This is an effort to keep everyone safe from intruders. All exterior doors and interior classroom doors are required to stay locked. Doors should never be propped open with any objects.
Okay, now over to Bridget with our cheer team.
Hello everybody, thank you for watching School in Focus. Today I'm here with Miss Cook, Mackenzie, and DT. So guys, can you just tell me a little bit about how our competition went this weekend?
Sure. We competed in the local competition. It was Fusion here at the Chattanooga Convention Center last Saturday, and they have a school division that we entered. because we weren't able to compete this year in state. We were put on a waiting list. So we found an alternate route and found a local competition and ended up, well, we attended thinking that we were up against 2 other teams. We got there, those 2 teams, for whatever reasons, one didn't show up and one switched over to another division. So you could consider that a forfeit. We considered it a win because we showed up and we were ready in the midst of a lot of sickness, injuries, things that these ladies had to come through and change at the last minute. But we scored high enough. Now we could have, let me clarify something, we could have decided that we just wanted to do a varsity performance and just get evaluated, but we asked them just to go ahead and leave us in the competition division. Okay, and that would qualify us for a bid to nationals if we scored high enough. Well, we exceeded that score, so we were very, very excited about that. So that's a big win to us and to our program. This is the first year that we've had a competition cheerleading team at Ooltewah High School, as far as I know, in about 20 years. I think the last state champions were maybe in 2000. To build up a program like this takes a lot of commitment, and the girls are extremely tired by this time of the year, but they're all persevering. We set goals at the beginning of the year to be a competition team, and they exceeded. Normally it would take about 2 years to develop a team at the level that this team you are part of, and we did that in 5.5 months. So I'm not going to take anything away. If the other teams didn't show up, we showed up ready and willing to prepare to compete. We won it. So the next level is that we won a bid to nationals, and that is in Orlando, April the 29th through the 30th weekend. And we're waiting on school system approval and all of the protocols that we have to go through, and then meet with our booster club to decide if that's what we're going to consider doing. But we met a lot of goals this year. That was certainly not one that we expected and we didn't set, but now it's something that they've set a standard for future teams. So we're excited about it.
Thank you. So Mackenzie, NDT, I know that this was your first real competition experience. Can you tell me how that experience was?
Well, practicing for it was definitely very stressful. There was a lot of practicing that went into it, but once it came to like the day of, it just nerves at first, but after we performed and like we actually realized that we could do it, it was very exciting, and like it just felt really good to be a part of it.
I honestly could say the same. Practice was like a lot. I mean, we put it together, we came there, and we won.
I'm going to go ahead and interject here. This was her first year of ever cheering, and she did well. She did well in tryouts. They all did well, but to go to the caliber that I have made her go, or I asked her to go, and she's been willing to, that's kind of been the mindset of the entire team, and that makes a difference when you have people that are willing to go the extra mile and be that kind of committed, and to trust the coaches that we see something in you, and if we ask you to do it, it's because we want to improve you and the overall team. And we needed her to be able to be a flyer, and that's pretty scary if you've seen some of the things that we're not even finished. We started off at a level that we knew that we would do in a clean routine, and now we have to increase the level of difficulty, which they're not finished. If we did go on to nationals, we have to increase, and we know that as a team, to increase the difficulty and be throwing them everywhere and spinning them in the air and doing things that we didn't do in this particular performance. We wanted to just maybe hit a good clean routine. This was the first time that, with the exception of 2 of you, that the entire team had ever been in front of a crowd for a competition. So it's a brand new team, and they're excited about it. We're learning, and you come in with that kind of mindset and leave everything else behind and focus, then we'll continue to improve. But yes, she did great as a first-year cheerleader, and she's had a lot of training from you and from Kenzie, so it's helped out a lot.
So I know you've been a competition coach before and you've gone to multiple competitions, but like, how did OHS competitions compare to your other schools?
Wow, you know, it's very different. I am a retired coach from Georgia, and we're not allowed to do these type of competitions, the all-star competitions, and there it's a qualifying out. You have to compete and qualify like you do with football and basketball, and to be able to qualify for the state competition. here you have other options which are good. You're not limited. You can do the state competition, or you can do these all-star type of competitions, and that opened up another avenue for us. Being a first-year team, that was a great opportunity for us to be exposed, to be in front of a crowd, to get a judge's score sheet, and to take that and evaluate ourselves. So the difference mainly is that we weren't able to compete for nationals in Georgia, and here I am, going to a national competition. I'm like, wait, what a minute. So it's been a learning experience. I didn't come here to change the cheerleading program, but I saw that with my experience I'd be able to contribute, and they're willing to learn, and y'all are all very appreciative of what I bring as far as that kind of experience. I'm an old coach. It was kind of funny, we laughed about, I was by far the oldest coach at the competition, and my family kind of gives me a hard time, like, what are you doing again? But I enjoy it, I love it, and if I can share that experience with y'all and help build up a program at Ooltewah High School and establish a cheerleading program, then I'm excited to do that.
So guys, can you just tell me a little bit about like the level of commitment, how you felt out there on the floor with all the lights and loud music?
So when it comes to commitment, we started our practices after tryouts back in July. And we were practicing about 4 days a week in the summer, and then we had a couple like days of choreography camp and stuff. And then once school started, we had practice 4 days a week, and tumbling was one of those days. And then we had games on Fridays. So it took a lot of commitment, but when it's like something you like love to do, and like I wanted to see our team get better, like it genuinely was worth it. And then being like out on the floor, it kind of like, I think opened all of our eyes at like the practices and like falling and getting hurt from the stunts. Like it definitely was worth it, and like I think it was a really good opportunity for all of us.
Well, Mackenzie said about practice and the routines and everything, there was a lot of injuries, people were getting hurt, but once we hit the floor, it was like, oh snap, this is what,
This is it.
This is it. It's like
The reason we did
was
this.
nervous, but as soon as we hit the floor, I'm pretty much sure everybody nervous went away, and once we got there, we just took the lead.
The enthusiasm from our crowd was tremendous. I mean, that's something that Ooltewah High School, no matter where we go and what we're participating in, the crowd is always very, very supportive. And you kind of ride on that energy, that hype. So
We had the OAA girls cheering us on.
we had the youth league
from
there
the back,
as well.
and we could hear them.
So Ooltewah was very well represented, but you ride on that energy. That's what hypes you girls up during that routine.
Okay, so thank you so much, Ms. Cook, Mackenzie,
you.
and DT. Thank you for watching School in Focus. Now it's time to go back to Ryan for our Coaches Corner.
Good morning, Ooltewah Owls. My name is Ryan Polis, back on the Coaches Corner. Today I am with the new head basketball coach,
Coach Rejo.
Coach Rejo. I do have some questions for you today.
Awesome.
So starting off, I would like to ask you, what made Ooltewah so different and what made you want to come here?
Yeah, definitely. So, I guess my number one connection is Coach Manning. I was college roommates, college friends with him, best friend. He was best man in my wedding. So I got to experience a lot in college and come down all the time, and eat at Sweeney's Barbecue and just all those type of things. And Ooltewah kind of reminded me of where I'm from. Reminded me of town, people that work hard. And it just kind of reminded me of a community that it would be great one day, once I finished all my degrees and got everything ready to go in terms of the basketball and the teaching side, that it would be an opportunity for me to come here and start with a program, especially at the high school level, and something else. We play big boy basketball, so it's the highest classification in the state of Tennessee for the total number of students that we have. So for me, it was just a prime option. It could be a great option for my family as well, and everything with my wife and just everything like that. So it just seemed like a perfect decision at the time when the job came open, that we needed to do what we could to make it happen. So.
Good answer, Coach. And now tell me about the school up the road.
So today we're starting out our season with East Hamilton High School. Me being here over 50 days now, I've understood that, since the new school came open, that this has kind of been a big rivalry, and not just basketball, softball, baseball, but kind of like all the sports, because we're both here off exit 11. And I know when the school opened, there was a lot of kids that left from here and went over there and tried to look over there to see how it went. And that type of thing. So for me, again, it reminded me of where I'm from with Carter and Gibbs. It was a big rivalry there, and so I feel like I'm excited for not only the opportunity to play them twice this year. We'll get them here. We'll go to their place, and then we'll also play them here. But we'll also, in the years to come, they're going to be realigned with our district, so they'll get to move up to us. So I feel like it'll be a great opportunity. They have a great coach over there, and Coach Webb, and great program that they're running. So I think it's going to be just a great opportunity, not only for us as competitors, not as coaches and athletes, but also for the community as well, to kind of see a great opportunity in all sports, but also basketball for the opportunity to compete athletically.
Yes, sir. Great answer. Now tell me about a senior on the team or somebody that you want to shout out.
Yeah, so I think really honestly, like, you know, I could go through and dive through each one, but I think really honestly it's been a collection, honestly. Currently we have 5 seniors, and something that's really, you know, when you're starting over a new program, when you're, you know, talking about the vision that you want for the program, something we talk about is the red pill, and we have to take it every day, and the red pill is just the truth. And if you understand what the truth is for yourself, you can speak it and you can hold each other accountable. So I think something that they have done a really nice job of is, here's our standard, here are our values, and here's our truth, this is what we want for our vision. So how do we go about holding each other accountable to that? You know, and so I think something that they've really done a good job of is identifying, and something that I asked them early is, how do you want this, what are the types of things that you guys need from me to be successful? And a couple of those things was just, again, holding them accountable to the highest level that we are in the classroom, not only academically, but also athletically on the floor. Because everything else will follow from that. Because some of these guys, you know, they've played here before, they've played a couple years, so they kind of see and kind of, you know, been around basketball enough to where they want to compete at a high level, not only off the floor, but also on the floor. So I asked them, what are things you need from me, and what do we need to be about as a program to help us? So I think really honestly it's just a collection of group that we had, so I'm excited to step on the floor with them tonight and kind of kick off this year.
Yeah, for sure. And so what are some things that you want to see from the Ooltewah fans coming out, numbers, deep student sections?
Yeah, so something definitely I saw it was really kind of cool is obviously, you know, football. Hopefully we don't bring out any baby powder tonight or anything. We're tossing that. Maybe we'll keep that in the car. That'd be good. But I think something that's awesome is I also saw the student section show up at volleyball games, which was awesome. So it really seems in all aspects, you know, the fans, not only just the community, but also our students, which is awesome just to be there and be in support. I know these guys that are, you know, we've been going through 10, 11 practices now. They're excited about having them over there. So I'm really excited about just having them for the season. You know, I think tonight is a red out, so that'll be good. So throw some red on. And I think, number one, when you're playing in hostile environments, because tonight it will be absolutely packed. So when you're playing in hostile environments, it's good to look over and, you know, you've got a group behind you that's wanting to push you and help you in any way they can. And I think students and the community, they drive, it's so much, it's also just, it's not just about us, it's about them as well. So not only do we want to give them a good product, but we need their help and support in every game that we have. So.
Well, thank you, Coach. And that is all the time that we have for today. Thank you for joining us. This is the Coach's Corner with Ryan Polis and Coach
Rayo.
Thank you.
Whoa, hold on. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it.
Today I'm here with Mr. Lentic, and we're going to ask you a slang word. The slang word is bussin'. What do you think it means?
Bussin'. Getting from one place to another fast.
All right, I'm here with Mr. Batsky. Your question, and you have to use it in the sentence, is caught in 4K.
I have no idea.
You tell me what the word say less means.
Say less. That seems kind of cut and dry. You need to say less and stop talking.
Very close. All right. Ferris, your word is sus.
Sus. What would you like that? Would you like it in a sentence or you want the definition of it?
Let's go both.
Both? Sus. I'm going to give you a sentence. Sus, you fell in my class, you're going to get an F.
That's close. It's close. Word. What do you think no cap means?
Crap.
Trejo, what do you think the word no cap means?
No cap. I'm going to say that is not the truth.
I'm here with the Dr. Williams. Dr. Williams, your question is rent-free. Use it in a sentence.
That song's been living in my head rent-free for the last week.
That's exactly right. Thank you.
Thanks for watching, Alice.
We won't be here next week, but we hope to see you again.
Have a great Thanksgiving break.